Deep in the culturally rich Kalinga Highlands, a small community called Buskalan holds one of the most prized and significant aspects of indigenous Kalinga tradition in the form of tattooing. Apo Wang Od is the world's oldest tattoo artist, and a good one at that. She uses her skills to carve tattoos for villagers and visitors alike as means of conserving the naturally rich culture of traditional tattoo making passed down onto her by her father and predecessors. These tattoos have long been engraved in the village's cultures and tradition and is heavily influencing the whole village's way of living. The tattoos are carved by first stenciling the design with charcoal ink and then hitting the skin with a thorn from a pomelo plant affixed to a bamboo handle to etch the ink. Tattooing can take days or even weeks, and many villagers are not able to cope with the constant pain, leaving them with incomplete tattoo marks. The ink represents bravery, beauty, and a warrior's value in fights, since a tattoo is etched for every head he takes in battle. And once the traditions of the war ends, it's now a method for travelers to chronicle their travels. However, despite the history and beauty of traditional tattoo carving culture, its heritage is beginning to fade. Why so? First and foremost, Apo Wang Od is already at 106 years old and will not be able to continue her tattoo carving for much longer because of her advanced age and slowly bodily functions. In fact, she can only do simple designs currently as opposed to the complex designs she used to make all those years ago. Apo Wang Od, in fact, was the last of her family's generations as she had no children to pass and teach her skills to. Finally, she and the villagers has a belief that only her bloodline is capable of giving and continuing this legacy, and that said, her lack of children will end the practice once she retires. Another cause is cultural modernity. Historically, tribes would battle to the death to gain territory. Those who take a head are rewarded with a tattoo as a symbol of their valor in war. An example of this is a carved tattoo of an eagle to a warrior who has won his battle. The tattoo symbolizes his bravery and shows to his fellow villagers that he is a fierce warrior in the war. Now, there are no longer fights like this in the past where conflicts are settled with knives and machetes. When following that, tradition of tattooing warriors is no longer practiced because of the lack of warriors to give those so-called rewards. As a result, there are less reasons to get a tattoo in the hamlet these days, and instead, Apo Wang Od is able to provide those tattoos to tourists and visitors alike. With the ever-changing culture, traditional traditions gradually slip away as new technological advancements are implemented, replacing the old cultures. With that said, we, as fellow Filipinos, should learn to appreciate the last moments of the dying battle culture of the Kalingans while they are still here. Albeit we may not be able to do so much to stop its further disappearance, we can do our part in sharing the beauty of the culture of traditional tattooing and spread awareness of just how much impactful they had been in Filipino culture.